Tires. But anyways, they're like, yeah, you haven't paid you have a freight outstanding. I'm like, I'm just a carrier, man. He's like, well, they owe $2,534. So you didn't hear this conversation, but we get on the phone with the broker, and the broker asked me if I'll pay it. All right. Beautiful day out here. It's a little warm this weekend. But my hood, if you notice in some of the videos, I know some of you guys did, this side is probably broken off. And hopefully not all the way, because the last time I checked it, it was still there. But that was last time we drove. Let's get it open. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, completely bent down. Dang it. All right, let's get the new ones on there. That is the new one, but we have a little problem, guys. Why is it so much shorter? Look at that. So I don't know. I just said W900, the hood things. He said, okay, talk to him on the phone. And maybe there's difference between W900 regular and W900L. I don't know. Mine are a lot longer than that one. So I just tried to like put it down. It doesn't even come close. Like you can pull the hood a little bit right here. The place that goes on it, which is that. It's way out here. So my goodness. So we're still going to be floppy until they send us another ones that are longer. But those are $23. So we'll send those back. And it says right on the packaging, W900. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, guys. I don't know why. They make them so much shorter. Maybe it's just got to be a different size hood or something. Who knows? Well, we'll get those ordered. And that's super unfortunate, but if you look right here at the 4 States website, it says for T800 is the other one, which is longer. It looks exactly like the one that's on my truck. I should have measured it. It said 6.375 inches. I thought it was just the right one. I thought they would have the right one listed, but definitely a lot shorter. Probably a good 3 or 4 inches shorter. So I'll call them back and just cross-reference that number for that T800 one for 1987. What did it say, K3500 or something too? It was like weird. So I don't know. We'll get to work though. Beautiful day. Nice night to run down to Florida and get back to work.
Wait, does this work?
We just got a crowned Victory Royale, all 4 of us together.
There you go.
Now they're playing again. Like they have shields on their cars or something. We got 19 people left.
Go on a hill, go on a hill. Mark it.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. Colin, are you dancing on top of a car?
Okay, no. Let me.
I'm swimming too.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Let Cash drive, Colin.
It has been a fun weekend, though.
Oh! Just watch out, there's people! Down here. Whoa!
4th place. Pretty good still.
Who's doing
I don't know. Time for sleep, guys. Good night. And I got to go to work. They are still out here in full effect. Oh, yeah. They are everywhere, guys. Wow. Now you can hear him talking. He's talking about airlines a lot. Like, what's your air pressure at? Now do this, do that, do a bleed down. So, yeah, definitely good air pressure. I'm really glad I got my airbag replaced because, yeah, we were leaking a little bit out there because it was touching on the side. And that new one's doing great. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get going. Doing like lights also. Just checking blinkers and stuff. All right. And the other guy's doing a bleed down. You can hear him letting it out. Or maybe the officer's doing it or he's watching them. All right. Stay safe out there. Yeah, I really think they're kind of extending the blitz to the next week. They're really out here making sure they're checking airlines and everybody's safe. Heck yeah. Which is good. Maybe just kind of just checking over everything. All right, let's get on over. That's a pretty cool looking red Giant. Different grill, different headlights for sure. He's got a cover on one of them or something. That thing's huge. Look at that thing. Whoa. All right. Stop for a little refresh here. Behind the, that pump's closed. All right, let's get on through here. It's empty here today. You guys let me know, but that has to be one of the longest sleepers I've ever seen, at least legally probably longest too. Super long. All right. Anybody Anybody know about that truck? Tell me in the comments. Let's get back, heading down. Beautiful day. 90 degrees on the old thermometer. Got pulled into Georgia, but they went and bypassed me. He's just checking his paperwork over there. All right. Definitely doing a lot of checks these days, which is good. Pulled into the second Georgia way station. We got a guy mowing the lawn on the zero turn. There you go. I think they just got the green light on now because nobody's getting pulled in over there. About lunchtime. All right, Heartland Express. Guys picking up some stuff on the highway over there. Let's turn and burn. We're almost into Florida. Now look at this truck that just merged on right now. Looks like that might have been a full 53 foot or 48 foot maybe at one point. But it's a cab over. Or maybe that's the way it was made from the factory. Maybe they made that themselves. I don't know. That's pretty cool. Is that an international? What is it? Yeah, international. All right. Pretty sweet. Rolling the windows down. Okay, Florida. 30 miles. That's pretty cool, though. That guy in front of me stopped for a while. I don't know what he was talking about. Let's see what they're saying. Cellophane labeling. Thanks, man. This poor guy's getting a tire changed right here at the stop, man. The hotter the weather gets, guys, also your tires are going to sometimes take a little pop. Like, I don't know where the tire's at or who's changing it. Maybe he's pulled it off himself, or maybe it fell off right there. There's no tire change guy there. These MPs. All right, let's get going. We're almost there.
Can you sit for me? Come on, sit down. Sit. Hello, welcome in. Thank you. Sit.
So I grabbed some new shoes from Tractor Supply because Taze told me about them. Taze, look, check out these Hey Dudes I got. They're just the same. They're called, what are they called? Frog logs? F-R-O-G-G-L-O-G-G. It's like, okay, they're $34. It's way better. Hey Dudes are like $55 minimum. So thanks, Taze. Got a little new kicks. I'll probably grab a couple more different colors too, but this is the only one they had in a 14. That's the highest they had. So check those out if you want some not as expensive Hey Dudes. Yeah, all right. Got time to kill, so we'll be unloading in the morning. They had an early window for this morning, but I didn't get down here till a little bit after that, so just missed them, but it didn't matter. There's a guy named Daniel that came out. He's like, hey man, you want to put your trailer in here? I said, sure. So I put my trailer there, and he's like, I watch your channel. He's just talking a little bit about going straight to your authority. I was like, yeah man, it was rough in the beginning. I pretty much used every asset I had and every dollar I had and sold my truck, but it was either that or 40 cents a mile, and it was good timing, and which was the freight boom kind of hit right as I was coming in, which I got great timing on that. And I told him, I think right about now might be another year or in the next 6 months of another great timing. I don't know. So we'll see. He's like, yeah, I was feeling the same way. So thanks a lot, Daniel, for putting the trailer in there. We'll get some dinner and we'll wait for the morning. You know me, it's not very often there's a Wawa around. The sun is setting beautifully back there. And T-Dubs and the boys are watching Star Wars because Star Wars is part of Fortnite. And so she made popcorn with them in the kitchen. You can see right here, which is awesome. I watched them a little bit. She's like, watch the cameras, I'm making popcorn. Some kind of special seasoning, but they actually like popped it on the stove. And now they're sitting down watching Star Wars. So yeah, I got a little sandwich from Wawa. Tried to make it today, but I thought it was till 4 o'clock, first come, first serve. Got here about 1:30ish, and they were already done for the day. So I guess he said they were done at 1, which is no big deal. We'll get it going. But yeah, go get some barbecue and unload tomorrow. Oh, what's the trip? Thank you. On Tuesdays?
Monday through Friday night.
Okay, awesome.
On Friday night, we won't have it.
All right, thank you. Okay, guys, we chose the brisket Philly. Peppers, onions, and queso. Wasn't on the menu, but she said, you want to try that? I said, yeah. Okay, G's Barbecue. Pretty dang good. I parked over here by the courthouse, and yeah, not bad at all. We're delivering right up the street. Get some sleep. Be there at 7 a.m. on the dot. But yeah, good place. Sun just peeked out and we are in there. Good 6:45 a.m. morning. Kind of a cool dock, just to go down and do it. Nice guy came out there and said, get on in here. I said, all right, man, let's go. And thank you so much, Daniel, for getting our trailer in here last night. That was some good barbecue. Let's go say hi. You see how they have this blue hose going right here? They have a little bit of power coming to it. Conduit kind of got messed up here and there, but still running power. And that's a pump down there. So when this fills with water, because this is one of those docks that is just recessed, shoots the water out over there. A lot of guys don't do that. You'll go to a dock and be 3 feet of water. Oh gosh. Now what I brought, he's actually taking one with him. It's like cellophane wrapping. It's like the wrapping you would put on the corners right there. So I guess he's going somewhere. And they needed it. Well, Daniel just got here. I gave him a handshake. Said thanks so much for letting me in here last night. And he's ready to go to work too. And they just finished. So heck yeah. On to the next one. Let's get up to Savannah. Daniel, awesome meeting you, brother. Oh yeah, it is Florida too. It's pulling people over. Still going. So Blitz Week, I think, is extended another week. And another one over there. Oh, geez. Yes, sir. I'm going to stop at the Loves over here, even though it's kind of a, all the Loves kind of bottleneck you in, but this one was not too busy. We got a couple open fuel outlets. Wow, these guys are, flatbed especially, both those trucks just kind of parked right there. Okay. Those are not parking spots. But it gets busy around here. And I was coming across the 10 right back there, and there's a TA and a pilot right there. The pilot's pretty bad too. It only has like 4 pumps, and there were trucks all the way out to the street waiting to get in. So, oh yeah, we're getting there though. Let's get in here, refresh. And I was already looking for loads this morning coming out of Jacksonville. There's a lot of ones going back to Greenville. They're 45,000 pounds, but they're up at the 750s, 800s. That's unheard of. It's normally like 450, 500. So, yeah, that is something good to see. I will take this one over here to the left because it's kind of a hard left to get out of here. Nice Peterbilt and Taylor Transport, Cartersville, Georgia, up there where my dad lives. T's and P's for my dad also. He's doing a little bit of repairs on his house. He is also selling his house. He is just going to consolidate and move into something else smaller, but he should probably make a pretty nice chunk off that because he put a lot of money down on it. It's gone up a lot since he bought it. He bought it, man, right about the same time I bought my house, my main house, my Simpsonville house, my big one. Anyways, yeah, prayers for him. That's going to be awesome for him to have a bigger nest egg for retirement. Let's get in here and refresh. Welcome to Loves. Good morning. Some letters. All right. One of the newest Loves, very nice. I forgot they had a Bojangles here, so I can get a little bit of biscuits and gravy. Oh, that person is sleeping. Oh. Passed out. I got my Bojangles, and I'm out of here. Thank you, Loves. I am telling you, I wouldn't pull off in the middle like that. It probably makes the officer pretty mad. I don't know what he's doing. Probably he's already there, but pull up behind him. Who knows? Always try to get off into a safe spot for the officer and yourself. All right, coming up 301, back to 95, and then we're gonna hit Savannah. Jacksonville's a couple loads, but they're all maxed out weight. Savannah has I looked when I was waiting for my Bojangles to get ready. But Savannah has a lot more options for a little bit lighter loads and about the same money or more as Jacksonville. So I always just head back there. Let's go. That is a really cool looking Ferrari right there. All right, we got a load. Oof, got a bug on my head. Love bug on my nose too. Jeez. All right, got her off. But yeah, we got a load. Let's go get it. Sat here a while off Jimmy Deluche Pooler area. A bunch of warehouses everywhere. I figured I'd get something around here, and I got something. I thought it was the same load that was AutoZone. Going back to AutoZone because it was going to Hartwell again. But it's not. It's Harbor Freight. So whatever they have, and it's picking up in the same area exactly as those auto zones picked up at. So I'm like, huh, but let's head that way. I don't know if that shows up in the camera as much as it does in real life, but it's really like gloomy, smoky, and it smells a little bit like burnt plastic. So something, I don't know, burning up today or what, but my goodness. Gotta be a hazardous day for the weather, or for the inhalation. Thermometer says 99 degrees. I don't think that's right because it doesn't feel that hot out there, but it does feel like mid 80s, high 80s. Hot one for sure. But we're going on this for 5 miles and we'll be there, Bloomingdale, Georgia, which is right down from Pooler. And just so all you guys know, keep track of the channel. Tank, right here on the left, is playing with a bunch of mascots. There was a mascot for like the minor league, what's it called? Not D-League, but minor league division of our baseball team in Greenville. It's called the Greenville Drive. That's their mascot. The little, there's one guy there, but and all the other people are like the local cool colleges like Furman and stuff, all the mascots. He's playing with them, and his clavicle's healing perfectly. They said about 2 more weeks of no like playing chicken, no jump places, and they'll feel great about him being back to 100%. So I said, good, we're good to go. T-Ups took him today, so she had a little date with him, and yeah, that's Kylan. There's our Kylan, our little rock star. He's feeling great, and right before I found this, so there's a bunch of great loads again. Everything's up there, $1,000 going to Charlotte. RXO had $1,000 going to Greenville. It was heavy as 42,000, but this one that we're getting is 20,000, which is awesome. But anyways, there was 2 different RXOs. One was going to Greenville, one was going to Piedmont, which is also right around Greenville. Emailed on both of them, 2 different brokers, 2 different guys. One came back and said, yeah, you have to have 6 loads or 6 months activity with the with RXO and be active in their system. I said, how are you supposed to be active in the system or have 6 months if you never give us any loads? There's never anything given. He never responded. And the other guy said the same thing. He's like, yeah, you're not active with RXO, I can't use you. I'm like, you guys better get your stuff together, man, because it looks like stuff's starting to change for the carriers, a little bit more carrier market. Hopefully, I pray it equals out. And you guys keep telling us we can't run your loads. Like, man, I've got 7 years of my own authority, and you're telling me I'm not in your system. I've ran maybe 1 or 2 RX loads my whole life, because they're just bad. They're horrible negotiating. It's their way, the highway, and they do stuff like that where they say you're not eligible to run for them. I'm like, okay, well, how do you become eligible if you're never allowed to run any loads? So that's my little thing with RXO. I think that's probably one of the worst brokers out there is RXO. And they bought Coyote, so now Coyote's the worst one out there also. Oh yeah, food for thought. But yeah, let's go pick up this one. This one's actually from NTG, which was all, NTG was becoming a little bit like RXO, where they wouldn't let you book, oh, our customer needs you to have this many loads in the last 30, 60 days. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I don't run that many loads. I'm a 1-truck operation. I don't have 5 trucks that are running your loads every now and then. So I said, that's fine. But this one, they let me book it right on the app. So I went on there and said, book now on the DAT load board. Well, I tried to book it now through the DAT load board. It did not work. I went through all the progress, like picking out chimneys and bicycles on the little authenticator thing, and then getting me in there and putting my information. Took about 2 minutes on that, hit book, and it said the load's no longer available. Then I go to their app, which is called BEON, B-E-O-N, NTG's app. And I go on there, and there it is, load's still available. I hit book it now on there, and I put in my information, like where I'm at, empty, with the name of the driver, the driver's phone number, and it books it. Says you're good. It sends me a rate confirmation to my email. I'm like, all right, cool. And about 5 minutes later, a lady calls me named Leah, just making sure I confirm on the load. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'll go pick it up. She's like, okay, thank you. And she said you can deliver it today if you want, but it's 12:30 right now, and it closes at 5. We might get there in time, but I don't want to hop push it a little bit. But we're gonna take the back roads, 220 miles, do Augusta again, the same way we did last time, and we'll see. I mean, if we get there and they're still there, sure. If not, no problem. We'll wait for tomorrow. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't have the option of going to the lake house anymore. And there's an article that came out of our actual local news broadcast. I don't know if it was NBC or one of the local news people did a whole story on that that stuff in the lake, and it's crazy. They say they don't know when it'll be done or if it'll go away. I'm like, what?
Officials say the water at Lake Hartwell could pose a danger. Bright, colorful algae has prompted a recreational water watch, and as our Maya Payton learns, it's raising concerns for families and pet owners who live close to the water. She joins us live from Anderson County. Maya.
Sydney, environmental officials say that people who live near here, they see this lake each and every day. So they know when it looks normal and they know when something is wrong. I spoke to a neighbor today and she owns a few dogs, and she says that she noticed that something wasn't right with them about a week ago.
We let them swim almost every day. So
Josie Hammond says her dogs were in the water before the South Carolina Department of Environmental Services confirmed there was algal bloom present.
So we had to take our dogs to the emergency vet hospital last week because they were super sick and we didn't know if it was from the water in the lake.
She is leaning toward it being so.
It's been down in our cove and it's like a blue and green color.
So what caused this algal bloom? Emily Boers, who is the Harmful Algal Bloom Program Coordinator, says it's tough to pinpoint.
Harmful algal blooms form when there's a big nutrient input or source into a water body, and nutrient sources can be anywhere from, fertilizers, runoff, pet waste, things like that.
Emily says they typically see them in cove areas.
So that's kind of a crazy thing, and it makes it just a godsend that the house was sold for us. So even Memorial Day, we have a invite for Uncle Robbie. We want to go to his house and all that stuff, but we just don't know if we want to go swimming because like dogs are dying, fish are dying, kids are getting sick. So it's like, yeah, maybe we'll just wait a little bit, see if it's clearing up more. So there's Bloomingdale right there, exit a half mile. Yeah, let's go pick this thing up. Down here, kind of off the beaten path, they're building a whole nother place over to the right. Not a lot of traffic down here, so hopefully it's not too busy. Ferguson, okay, Horizon Ferguson. What was it, 1620 was the address? I don't see nothing. Yep, 1560. Was that what I'm looking for? Yeah, 1560, my bad. I was backwards, my phone just told me. So where this one on the left, there is 5 cars in the parking lots. At least somebody's working it. Hopefully they got somebody loading. And I don't know what Harbor Freight's getting out off the ports, but since I started trucking, okay, there's 2 trucks here, there's people waiting. Since I started trucking 7 years ago, Savannah ports have gotten bigger and bigger. Sorry, hiccups, and bigger with what they are shipping. So I don't want to block these 2 guys in or that guy. That guy's a flatbed taking some scaffolding or something out of here. They're all probably waiting. There's nobody in those trucks unless they're under sleepers, but the one's a day cab, so he could not be in a sleeper. I don't know, Doc. Let's just go investigate. Another flatbed coming from that side. All right. I don't know what those big blue pods are either. All kinds of stuff. We're gonna just back into one of these doors and go talk to some people. Just get out of the way, Get out of the way. Here we go. Well, that's what I'm looking for. A little sign on the ground. Okay. They don't have like a regular door to walk into. It's just a big ramp at the end of the building. All right. Is this the check-in? Not sure. Did you check in for Harbor Freight? Yeah. Okay. Just make sure. I don't know. Sorry.
Before we get picked up.
Okay. They need to pay charges on it?
Yeah.
All right. So who's that? The broker or Harbor Freight?
Harbor Freight. We're Harbor Freight.
I know, but I mean, who has to pay the outstanding charges?
We have to be
I
paid.
sent them 2 emails already.
Okay.
We have to be paid for our charges.
Oh, for the warehouse?
Yeah, exactly.
So what if that's, but Harbor Freight pays that, or?
No, somebody needs to pay us.
Okay, I don't understand. So who do I call to say to pay you guys, the broker, or?
Yeah, the broker,
Okay. Is this the issue you've had before that can get resolved like quickly, or should I just start looking for a new load? Because I booked this load about half an hour ago, and if it's something that doesn't get resolved quickly, I'll just start looking for something else. Because there's lots of loads coming out of Savannah right now, so I can grab something else for the day. Just wondering, have you dealt with it recently? We're just not paying the warehouse charges, I guess, kind of, and it's just Harbor's Freight billing team, I guess, or is it? It's like Harbor Freight's billing team, like not paying, or?
It's yeah, it's for because it's an API shipment.
Okay.
So it's like a custom shipment, I guess.
Oh, so they got to pay those.
All of our warehouse fees have to be paid.
Okay. So you're separate from Harbor Freight. You're just warehousing their stuff. Okay, so that's what I thought it was like warehouse. This is Harbor Freight's warehouse to Harbor Freight. So I know you guys are like a 3PL, kind of holding their stuff. Okay, all right, makes sense. Yeah, they're free. Oh, so how many days do they get? 5. Okay. So then after that, it starts to keep accumulating. But have they been charged yet, or is tomorrow is the last for free day? Today was the last free day. So just the port fees plus like you guys do your regular fee is $2,500 to hold it before it gets picked up. I need to go open a warehouse. It's my next job. start warehouse stuff. And Geo's like a holding area where it's like in.
No, that means it's seized by customs.
Oh wow. They don't want that to be done.
I'm learning all of this too.
I learned it with you guys. That's the first time I've ever had a broker say, "Can you pay the $2,500 fee?" I'm like, no. It's not in my repertoire what I have to pay for. I got fuel to pay for, truck maintenance.
Load probably don't pay you about.
It's crazy.
Load ain't paying you that much.
Guys, this is a huge first for me. So Harbor Freight, first of all, I thought it was Harbor Freight Tools. No, this place is just called Harbor Freight. They're a 3PL, so they hold all kinds of stuff for all kinds of people. This is like a non-hazmat chemical going to a place called Suntech or something. But yeah, so get in there. They hadn't, the people that are, the customer has not paid the bill for the warehousing, so they get 5 free days. And this is a customs product. So after, I guess, 10 days, it goes like into confiscation for customs. It's like a repo or whatever. There's a bunch of tires. That's why it smells like tires. Tires. But anyways, they're like, yeah, you haven't paid you have a freight outstanding. I'm like, I'm just a carrier, man. He's like, well, they owe $2,534. So you didn't hear this conversation, but we get on the phone with the broker, and the broker asked me if I'll pay it. She's like, hey, can you just pay that and we'll pay you back? I'm like, no, I'm not paying $2,500 if you guys haven't even paid it and the customer hasn't paid it in the time it's been here. Anyways, we're finally getting loaded, but we had to go through hoops. They emailed me the receipt of it being paid, and I had to show them. This is going above and beyond as a carrier. Yes, and it was such a far walk back to the truck, and I was the middleman. I had my phone calling the broker, giving a relay back to them, so just prayed nobody was over here. And yeah, we're going to door 44, so we're a couple off. There's Michael Jordan, Ricky Henderson next door, Mark McGuire on the third. But yes, goodness gracious, guys. So I called the broker twice and was like the middle person of trying to get everything paid. And they finally got it paid. It took about 20 minutes of me sitting in there, just talking to the lady about like cruises and stuff. Yeah, a bunch of tires in there. Those like semi tires too, guys. Those are the good ones. Oh yeah. Smells like rubber. But yeah, I've never dealt with that in my life where there's freight outstanding or bills outstanding, and came off the port, of course, and I guess there's, like I said, 5 free days. After that, they start charging you a charge. Plus they had to pay the customs charges and all this other stuff. So makes you wonder how much some of this stuff costs to go out when the carrier's only getting paid what, $1,200, and they're paying $2,500 just to get it off the dock. Crazy. We'll take that. It's usually $600 going back to where we live. So lots of stuff. But there's other loads out there. So I didn't know if this was going to go through or not. So I started getting on the board again. And there's that same load coming out of right here going to AutoZone again. But only listed at 750. So this guy's right in front. Let's see if he's going to move. Right there. Yeah. So yeah, he saw me. He's like, 44? I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to go right there, man. Awesome. But yeah, then another load came back up. They kept pushing the Greenville load, the RXO. The guy that told me, hey, you have to run this many for us in this much time. I'm like, how am I supposed to run any for you if you never let me have one? So I said, if there's anywhere for you to override that. And then he comes back with this huge email. So I don't know what a B1 driver is, but it looks like they're really trying to push the whole English-speaking thing. Okay, you got this guy to move. There's a flatbed like right in front of where I need to go. So yeah, maybe that's part of it or something. But there he goes. He's out of the way now. Thanks so much, man. But yeah, it's like all these requirements. You have to have this. You have to have permanent plates. So they have really been cracking down on this whole. Because you'll see trucks out there, guys. They're just switching their numbers, doing this, doing that. There's all kinds of illegal activity in the truck industry, and a lot of freight, I guess, has been getting stolen and stuff. So I mean, I don't know how that doesn't show up. There should have some kind of vetting system that shows up. I've been in business for 7 years. And I've never had a problem, never had a claim, never had a stolen product, never had nothing like that. I wish they had that, because they sure as heck have the highway thing telling you can't do this or that unless you're being tracked by an ELD. But they sure as heck don't have nothing to say, hey, this guy's good, he's vetted. He's been in business this many years and never had a problem. Same guy. This is his name. This is his phone number. This is his company. Nope. But then again, I don't think they should be allowed to sell MCs, because what if I did sell my MC? Then that would make it where I would be vetted and somebody that was trusted, but somebody else buys it and does nefarious things with it. So I get what they're saying. But let's get into this door 44 and be grateful we got the load. It's light. It's going back towards our fams. And I just can't believe they asked me to pay $2,500 like it was a lumper fee. I'm like, not today, guys. Sure, I could do that. I'm not even sure my debit card will, I think my limit's like $2,000. I could put it on my credit card, I guess, but yeah, my debit card, I don't know, maybe it's $1,500. I'd probably have to call the bank and raise it for that big of a charge. I think I've done that before. I bought some wheels or something one time, but I had to raise it up. But all right, yeah, let's get in 44, and that was crazy.
Okay, they're short pilots. You don't want them left double stacked. You want me to set them all down?
If you can, yeah, probably be easier. Thanks, man.
Okay,
Appreciate
I
it.
just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
before I started those.
Thank you, man. That was nice of them to ask if I wanted it double stacked or not, but last time we had way more of this stuff. It's the same synthetic mica flake. I think last time we had some starch or something. So wherever this place we're going to the same place we took this synthetic stuff last time, but he said these were double stacked and now he separated them. That's why the cardboard's kind of everywhere. But hey, we'll put a strap across that last one. Barely have enough room for one. And then they didn't give us a seal, so make sure you grab like a lock or you have your own seals. I'm just gonna put this on there just to be sure, you know. Alrighty, let's strap it up. How much I would love to stop and get a Baladino sub again. So good. I'm not hungry right now, so we're not. But that right there and straight ahead of us is the sub spot, exit 127. All right, we also got some of those little, I forget what they're called, the little peanut butter chocolate balls. Good stuff, but we don't need to stop right now. They actually do have truck pumps. You can count, pretty tight. I wouldn't try it, but yeah, they got truck pumps. And I've been looking on Marketplace, guys, when I was over there, loading up this one. Centaur jet skis were part of the deal in that lake house. That was such a blessing. Like I was talking about with the algae blue, whatever. It's not algae, it's like algae or something like that. Don't know how to pronounce it. Either way, just feel like it was a huge sign from God to go ahead and let that one go. But the fact that he wanted the jet skis, which came with the ramps, so I wouldn't have to move those. I wouldn't have to put the jet skis on a trailer and go store them at Uncle Taze's or Uncle Robbie's, which Uncle Robbie does have room for them. But one of his little jet ski ramps has a little hole in it, so over time it'll kind of sink back down. So we would have to buy another jet ski ramp. So maybe like one jet ski would be good. But I was looking on Marketplace for just a single one. Maybe there's an all-white limited edition VX that they have. It's pretty sweet with a little bit of red on the seats. But I had to wait for the check to clear. So the way that they did it was the house sold for $270, but it was $257.5 in the actual bank loan that he got, or whatever the heck he did for his part. And then he gave us a check, a personalized check for $12.5, which just cleared. So it just cleared. Now I have that money because T-Dubs is very good with not letting me buy too many toys. So she said, okay, you got $12.5 to buy another jet ski. And there's a nice one for like $14. It's a 2020. Real nice jet ski. So I might grab that one, but it's I think it's in North Carolina. I forgot where it's at, but yeah. So now I got money cleared because they gave us a personal check, or that's a cashier's check, whatever. The other big check cleared like within 2 days, which is awesome. So T-Dubs has all that money in savings now, and now that little personal check cleared, then the total amount was $270 for the sale, but it just showed up differently. I can use that for another jet ski, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm just gonna keep looking, but I don't think we'll get one. I'm pretty sure that stuff will go away at the lake. I just don't know when, so we'll grab another jet ski. Maybe we'll wait for that to go away first before we grab one and put it on Uncle Robbie's dock, because it's just nice to be able to go out at Uncle Robbie's dock, which is awesome. It has deep water, great place to jump off and go swimming and just kind of hang out there by the dock. Rip the jet ski around over there, and yeah, I can still go to the lake and kind of have my fun, you know, because Uncle Robbie's house is awesome. But in the meantime, look at all those flowers and stuff. Free landscaping advice, okay. Oh, it's like a little nursery. In the meantime, let's go ahead and put down some miles. We only got 180 to go. So it's 216 total miles on this load from, for the actual navigation. It was like 180 how crow flies for $1,200. So we'll take that. No problem, all day, every day. A bunch of equipment over here for farming. Oh yeah, on this route, you'll see a bunch of farming. It's awesome, like all kinds of stuff. Those big giant water, I don't know what they call them, but the things that roll and have the electric sprinkler system. I don't know what they call those things. They're huge structures that just kind of roll back and forth and they water the whole thing. So you'll see a bunch of those in a bunch of open fields. All right, well, I'm gonna put down some miles and find some food probably when I get there. Taking a ride on old 25, cruising pretty good. A little water down there, huh? A little swan or whatever that is in the water. What's it called? Not a swan, it's called a T-Dubs is the name. She always says it at the lake because there's some of those in the lake sometimes. I didn't realize this was such an abrupt right turn. Gotta hold the brakes a little harder than we would have. There we go. Oh, what? Woodpecker Trail. Okay, that's not a woodpecker though. That's a, dang, what are they called? Forget. Long, not a swan. Not a swan. Nice gunmetal gray Charger over there. You know what I was thinking about, guys? Have you ever seen one of the new Chargers, like the electric ones, on the road? I have yet to see one, and I drive for a living. I drive all over the place. I thought I saw one today. I was like, oh, maybe that's one of those new electric Chargers. Nope, there's a Mustang. But yeah, let me know if you've seen one of those. I have yet to see one. I have heard they have massive problems with just like shutting off or not opening the doors or whatever, but please bring back the Hemi, the 6.4, the 6.2s, Mopar. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see like another generation of the Charger, another generation of the Hellcat, the Trackhawk, the Durangos, all those. Some sweet cars for sure. At a bumpy road. Let's get on up here. It's a nice house to our left. Community Service Board of Middle Georgia. All right. Speaking of those sprinklers, there you go. They just kind of, I guess they have little twirly birds on them. They just kind of roll through it. Oh yeah, that's how they water them. That one's not actually moving right now. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. Let's watch out for these two guys with the cones on each side. We'll go down the middle. There you go. All right. Yeah. There you go. There's them in action. What are those called? And that will be a wrap on this one, guys. We'll close this video when we get stopped. But we just got through Elberton, Georgia, and we are almost to Hartwell. We're within 10 miles. Maybe get some food. I don't know. Still not really hungry. But definitely edit this video and be getting out a little bit less. Nice house over there, little blue house. Definitely come out a little bit later today, but I'll get it out tonight. And then we'll see what tomorrow holds and keep working through the week. You know it. All right, Georgia back roads. Beautiful sunset to our left. And no T's and P's where all that clouds are on the left. I watched a little bit of Ryan Hall, y'all, while I was getting loaded, and there is there's like 120,000 people watching us live. And Alabama's getting hit hard with tornadoes, and so is parts of Indiana, Mississippi. Like, prayers for everybody out there. I mean, I guess we're on the front end of it because we don't have any rain at all, but there's definitely a little bit of clouds forming over to the left. Yeah, T's and P's for everybody out there in the tornado path. So I hope that they're least amount of damage they can possibly take, you know? All right. And here's our drop right here on the left where we have been once before. I think we unload right there on this first building. Probably the same nice guy that unloaded us in the morning. And you can actually see the stuff we're delivering right there outside. All right, so yeah, whatever they're getting, they're probably stacking it outside because the ports are trying to get it out of here because they're getting charged so much for the holding fees from the customs because more stuff's coming in. All righty. But on that note, guys, those are some pretty dresses. Dressing dreams. Okay. Proms and stuff, I guess. I don't know. But that is also a pretty truck. So God bless you. And we will see you on the next one. Oh my goodness. Shrimp and steak, surf and turf, baked potato. Oh yeah. God bless you guys.